From healthcare partners, doctors, and medical staff, we wish all of you a happy holidays.
Happy holidays!
This portion of the news is brought to you by Albertsons. You're in for something fresh.
Welcome back to News 46. Pahrump Valley Speedway racing season has come to a close. Sunday night, drivers, fans, friends, and family got together at the restaurant El Jefe's to receive their trophies and have lots of fun.
Yeah, tonight was our 5th annual awards for the Pahrump Valley Speedway. We went ahead and gave all our trophies, all the drivers, champions tonight for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place. And it just turned out to be one good night. It was a lot of fun. And he's getting a check for $184.50.
You did that!
We have 8 different classes. Also, we have 2 classes that are IMCA sanctioned, so we actually had 10 classes this year that we was running all at the same time.
Tell us the classes that you run at the Speedway here.
We run mini stocks, modified minis, coupes, dwarfs, hobby stocks, the West Coast super stocks, and the modifieds, and also the bombers.
You yourself won 1st place in the hobbies, right?
Yes, I took 1st place this year in the hobby stock division. It's a new class. It's just growing. It's just a small class, but we're hoping that's going to grow up to be one of our next biggest classes. Yeah, we have like a white elephant, and whoever gets drawn out, they can keep their prize, or they can take it and trade it with anybody else. And it really makes it nice. And the good thing of it, at the end of the night, the person that got drawn out first gets the opportunity to go back and take somebody else's prize. We just had an overall great night tonight. We paid out the drivers $3,100 for the season with our banquet and everything. You know, it's a good time. It's a really good time.
What's coming up next? When are you guys racing again?
February 1st, we're going to start up. We don't have the times yet. We're trying to debate whether we want to race at 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, or have all our races at 7. So we're just out right now feeling everybody out, seeing what time they think we should start up for the first of the season, 1 o'clock, 3 or 7.
You also were presented an award, you and your lovely wife Trudy, from the American Cancer Society Relay for Life here for what?
Yeah, we do a race every year, the Powder Puff Race, and this was our 2nd annual, and they awarded us tonight with a plaque for the last 2 years for that, and they had a lot of empty spaces on it, so it looks like we're going to be doing this for a lot longer.
Any changes coming up in the next season?
No, everything's staying the same. No changes at all. Same race days. There's only one difference from our dates from last year to this year.
And then if people want to become a driver here at the track and get their cars ready and geared up, they can do that as well. But of course, bring your families, bring the kids on down, bring everybody, because there's lots of concession stands and lots of fun down there at Pahrump Valley Speedway.
Oh yeah, we have everything. You know, we have everything from toys for the kids and candies to hamburgers and our famous mud burger that we put out at the track. And we try to give everybody a good venue. So come on out. We start February 1st. Come on out and see us and have a good time with us.
And then you're also on the web?
Yep, PahrumpValleySpeedway.com.
A Dutch company says it is moving along with its plans to send 4 lucky Earthlings to colonize Mars. The Mars One Foundation announced today that it has secured lead suppliers for an unmanned mission launching in 2018, which involves a robotic lander and a communication satellite. Lockheed Martin has been contracted to study building the lander, and Surrey Satellite Technology Limited will develop a concept study for the satellite. If all goes well, the first pioneers could land on Mars in 2025. More than 200,000 people have signed up to be prospective astronauts. The application period is now closed, and by the end of this year, the company plans to notify those special folks who have made it to round 2 of the privately funded mission.
Nathan Adelson Hospice held their biggest fundraiser of the year at Mountain Falls Saturday night. Deanna O'Donnell reports.
We're here at Mountain Falls where Nathan Adelson Hospice held their 9th annual Festival of Trees. We're going to speak to Stephanie Forbes.
Yeah, tonight's our 9th annual Festival of Trees Gala Dinner. It's our annual fundraiser to raise money for the Nathan Adelson Hospice and our uncompensated care program here in Pahrump, Crystal, and Amargosa.
What is the uncompensated care program?
Uncompensated care is meaning that Nathan Adelson Hospice treats our patients regardless of their ability to pay, whether they have insurance, they're underinsured, we will take care of them regardless. So that's pretty much what uncompensated care is.
Your biggest fundraiser of the year, right?
Yes, absolutely.
What are we auctioning off here? Are there some trees, different sizes, some wreaths? Tell me all about it.
There are different size trees. There's 3 7-foot trees, 4 4-foot trees, and somewhere between 18 and 19 wreaths. And they've all been decorated by various businesses or community organizations, individuals in the community. And then they actually sponsor them, and then we go ahead and live auction them off at the dinner.
And then also some other fundraisers here, like silent auctions and stuff.
There's our silent auction also, which is pretty much gift baskets, jewelry, various things, that other community members donate.
What's up some of the services that Nathan Adelson Hospice offers to the community?
Our biggest is our uncompensated care program, but we have spiritual care, bereavement support groups. We have all of our patients are home care patients, so the ability to see patients in their home and take care of them in their home or nursing home or skilled nursing facility, things like that.
Can people volunteer and donate to Nathan Adelson Hospice?
Absolutely. Volunteering, donating, we're a not-for-profit, so all of that's very important. And the best way to do that is by calling the main office, which is 751-6700, or calling me in Las Vegas at 702-938-3910.
And if somebody might need the services of Nathan Adelson Hospice?
To call the main number here, which is the 751-6700 number, talk with one of our professionals, and they'll give you some advice on how we can go about getting them on service.
What's coming up next for Nathan Adelson Hospice?
Next for us is a few fundraisers in Las Vegas, but then we'll have our butterfly release in the spring here in April.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
If you need the services, you would like to donate or volunteer to Nathan Adelson Hospice, give them a call at 751-6700. This is Deanna O'Donnell for Days 46.
Here's part 3 in our 5-part series with Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue Chief Scott Lewis regarding winter fire safety.
Smoking is one of our big challenges, and there's been some fire-safe cigarettes out on the market. We're still seeing fires coming from cigarettes. Whether it be improperly discarded ashes and smoking materials afterwards. One of the things that we're finding is best is to designate an area outside the home in a safe area away from the house, so that if someone does place some combustible materials in an ashtray, that you don't have the porch or those nearby materials catching on fire. Safe area, well outside the home, make sure everyone's aware of it, and then police that issue. Make sure you clean it up as well on a regular basis.
Exactly, because they can discard a cigarette into an ashtray that's quite full, and then it can catch fire. Just take the little extra time to discard them safely.
And a lot of times we'll even go to a report of a small fire in front of a store where people are discarding their cigarettes and stuff in the trash bins that are also designated for ashtrays on the top. So there's a number of things we come into.
And of course, keeping those matches and lighters out of the reach of children.
Absolutely a no-brainer. Keep those away from the kids. Don't demonstrate on how to use a lighter. That's the reason that they have the child-proof designs. And keep those things in close proximity, nice and high, away from the kids.
Electrical cords, because I know everybody's putting up those lights right now this time of year. What's kind of some tips that you have for people?
The use of electrical cords in general are a temporary measure. What we find is people don't have a tendency to unravel those cords, and it builds up resistive heating, especially when you're putting it to an appliance such as a space heater that has a large draw. It can actually degrade that wire, and actually that wire can set the nearby material, if not the wire itself, in the insulation of fire.
So what should you do then? You should completely stretch out your cord?
If you're going to use an extension cord, it should be completely stretched out with nothing placed over it. Don't tuck it underneath the carpet. Don't place clothing or other materials on top, because anytime we insulate that wire, it's not allowing that heat to dissipate, and we can build it up over a period of time.
And also, during some of the holiday season right now, you're putting out those outside lights. What should you do when moisture accumulates around those kind of electrical cords?
Make sure that your electrical socket is designated for outside use, number one. The second part is, and this also comes back with the extension cords, is to make sure they're UL rated and at the appropriate amperage for the application you're going to use. Putting multiple strings of lighting that's not a low amperage lighting can cause overload of a circuit or overloading of the wire, which can cause a fire. LED technology has eliminated a lot of those problems because they're so low draw. And anytime you have a light bulb that produces a lot of heat, that tells you it's the older technology, and that in turn can be more of a fire hazard than LED, which you can simply place your hand on. There's no heat associated with it at all.
So you can test your lights to find out and probably discard the older lights and older electrical cords, right? You want to make sure that these are in good shape.
Yes, and one of the best things about LED lighting in comparison to the old incandescent bulbs is they also are readily available, and they save you on electric. Your electric bill will be less using those type of technologies.
You have responded in many years to open flames, candles. A lot of people are burning those too right now.
Yeah, candles, any type of open burning where it's left unattended has caused serious problems, and unfortunately a lot of structure fires in the valley, and any type of open flame at all within the residence, either you're in the room, you're keep it attended, but as soon as you leave, extinguish those fires.
Well, Valley Electric Association recently introduced a free online application known as Smart Hub that allows its members to pay their bills and view detailed information about their energy usage from a computer, smartphone, or tablet. Members can access Smart Hub from their computers by visiting vea.coop and clicking on the Smart Hub icon. Smart Hub consolidates the functions of the VEA's e-bill and V-meter services into one easy-to-access portal. VEA members can also download the Smart Hub app onto their smartphones or tablets from Apple's App Store or the Google Play Store. Well, folks, keep it here because we're going to have more local news for you after this break.
Today's news is brought to you in part by Dr. George Leeks, Pahrumps optometrist since 1990, offering full-spectrum eye care for children and adults. Call today, 727-8300.
Welcome back. Here's Angela Miles with today's First Business Brief.
This is the First Business Brief for Tuesday, December 10th. I'm Angela Miles. Another miss from McDonald's. Sales slide 0.8% in November. Analysts expected a gain of 0.3%. McDonald's has been tweaking its menu as market share is eaten away by competitors. Despite a shareholder protest, Abercrombie & Fitch is renewing the contract of its controversial CEO. The new one-year agreement ties compensation for CEO Mike Jeffries to the company's performance. Last week, a hedge fund launched a campaign to have Jeffries replaced due to many years of mismanagement. And Hilton is moving up the date for its IPO to this Thursday instead of Friday. The potential $2.7 billion IPO could become the second largest of the year. Hilton plans to sell up to 130 million shares for around $21. Shares will trade under the ticker HLT on the New York Stock Exchange. That's the First Business Brief. I'm Angela Miles.
Well, folks, I'd like to welcome Tyrone Johnson to KPVM. And Tyrone, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, first of all, thank you, Monique, for your gracious welcome to me. I've been in Pahrump now for about 4 or 5 years. I've been married for the better part of 33 years. Graduated from Rutgers a number of years ago. Won't go into the details, but I did get a journalism degree, and I'm looking forward to the opportunities of working with you and here with Channel 46.
Oh, good. Thank you very much for coming. All right, folks. Well, keep it here because we're going to have your weather with Noah Began.